smallmouth. Think, no, largemouth. Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. Damn, dude, look at this thing. I don't know what's happened to him. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Well, dude, come here. You got him? All right, double up first thing in the morning. That's what I'm talking about. Here, get him in here. That's a good one.
Yeah.
He's a fatty. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's the way to start the morning with a double up.
First strike.
There you go. Yep. 2 little fatty largemouth. Little bitty one. Hi, still fish. Good job. Good job. Oh, totally missed it. I mean, T totally missed that thing just now. There was he was nowhere near it. I watched him try to eat it. Wow. Oh, there's one with it.
Really?
Yep.
Where was that?
Right dead in front, like if you were to make a cast dead in front of me. He smashed it too, dude. Look at him. He ain't even big enough to eat that 8XD. You'll watch one of them videos and you're gonna be like, dude, we gotta get plane tickets to Indonesia to go catch them things. They're like, they get huge, like 25, 30 pounds. But, there's one. Yeah, that's a good one. Yep.
Ooh, that is a good one.
Let me get him up here next to the boat. He's throttling mine.
3 pounder, ain't it?
I think. That's a bigger fish than I thought it was. Oh, he's a good one. Hey, will you get the net? Because he's barely hooked. Oh, he just come off. I mean, that don't look like one of them shad. Yep.
Damn, dude. I was right.
Yeah. Look at him, dude. He is freaking dogging me. Yeah. There you go, guys. On the Miyagi. And that new, I think that's real shad color. He's a little fatty. Stop this thing! I'm talking just. Kind of makes your line pop because you're trying to get their head turned. You know what I'm talking about? You want to grit your teeth and talk angrily about it with me?
Just field goals. We're going to have to score touchdowns to be in this ball game.
Oh, yeah.
Mark, you got a big old turd on my...
Nope, you got a fish.
Oh, do?
Mm-hmm.
$98.98 or visit dynabody.com.
College football today is presented by Xfinity Sports Radio.
A little itty bitty bass.
Yep, that pretty much describes the day right there.
These two teams represent the top two schools in overall Southeastern Conference wins and also have hosted the
Yep.
each other. As the visiting team in the
Oh, we just slung it.
won 18, lost 29.
There you go. There you go. He's an absolute freaking giant. That's about the size we've been catching though.
Barely good.
Full fish.
Espelon tequila.
Espelon tequila.
And alcohol by volume. Campari American in San Francisco.
Don't step back.
If you were a sleep apnea sufferer, the invention of the completely original mini seatbelt. As small as a soda can and weighs less than a pound, transcended an engineering breakthrough that finally made it possible to sleep comfortably anywhere. And now you can.
Well, today was the definition of junk fishing. I caught fish on a little bit of everything. And you know, a lot of that has to do with the weather that we've been having. And I thought I'd kind of talk to you guys about weather and how it affects fish, especially in the fall, and especially for people that live down south where I live. So we've not had any really substantially cool weather yet. We've had some 40-degree nights, but it's still been getting up into the 80s during the day. Like today, the high was 84, the low was in the 40s. So we're having almost 40-degree temperature swings within the span of 12, 13 hours. And that's just hard on the fish. We really need some of that cooler weather, like 30-degree nights and 50-degree days, and some cold rain to move in here to cool off the water temperatures, because that's really what I'm battling with right now, is this warm water. And so the water I was in today was anywhere from the high 70s into the 80s, and what that does is it just distributes the fish all throughout the water column. You'll have fish in less than a foot, and you'll have fish in 25 foot. And as the water starts to cool down, the bass just instinctually know, as the days shorten and the water cools down, the bass instinctually know to go up shallow and start eating on bait fish. Well, the days are getting shorter, but the water's not cooling down. So you have, some fish that are up shallow in a foot, like I caught that one on that Miyagi swimmer, and then you have some that are in 25 foot, like I was catching on that 8XD. And then you've got them all in between. You've got them suspended in the water column, pushing bait fish to the top. And so, what'll happen is it'll almost be like someone switches a light switch. The water will cool down to a point that the bass are just turn on. Their instincts tell them it's time to start eating, it's time to move shallow. And you'll usually have a mass amount of fish that go up shallow all at once. And that's really what we need right now, because right now we just have a mass distribution of fish that don't really know where they want to be, just because of the weather, the water conditions, and even boating pressure. The boating pressure is not slowed down at all, just because it's not cooled down, so people are still going out and enjoying this warm weather that we're having into the third week of October. But just thought I'd kind of talk to you guys about that, and then show you what I was throwing, and tell you what I was throwing it on. So I threw my shaky head and my Miyagi swimmer on my 7.5 foot Pro Bass G-Rod. It's a 7.5 foot medium heavy. I got a 6.3 gear ratio reel and 15-pound copolymer on this one. I was throwing a 3/8 ounce nickel shaky head with a little crawl bait, and then I was throwing that Miyagi swimmer on a 6/0 owner beast swim bait hook, and just slow rolling that swim bait, and I was just dragging, obviously fishing the shaky head like he fishes shaky head. Caught bass on the Miyagi, and I caught a bass on that. Then I caught 2 bass on topwater, and I was throwing my normal topwater rod, 6.9 medium Game Changer from G-Rod, 7.1 gear ratio reel, 30-pound test, and then a Strike King Sexy Dog with upgraded hooks on that one. Actually dropped the hook size down 1 size, just to give me a little bit of a lighter wire so I could really stick those fish good on a long cast. And then my last one that I caught my most of my fish on was my 7-11 heavy moderate action G-Rod Game Changer cranking stick. I had had that paired with a 5-on gear ratio reel, 10-pound test, and a Strike King 8XD running a snap in front of that bad boy. And you know, like I said, this setup and what I caught fish on just kind of proves the distribution of the fish throughout the water column. This time of year, it's really about putting your nose to the grindstone and just going and working for those fish. And I know a lot of you guys are experiencing what I'm experiencing. You're just experiencing you know, weird fishing conditions. So hopefully this week it's looking like we're going to have some 30-degree nights. There's supposed to be a cold front move in with a lot of cold rain with it, which should help to cool down the water. And then with those cooler nights in those 30-degree ranges with highs only in the 50s and the days shortening as we move farther into the fall and even, you know, almost into the winter now, the fish are going to start to turn on and we're going to be able to catch a bunch of fall time fish hopefully very soon. But as always, guys, thank you for watching. Any questions or comments, go leave them in the comment section down below. If you're new to my channel, make sure and hit that subscribe button. Go check out some more of my videos. If you like this video, make sure to go hit that thumbs up. It'll help me out a lot. Also, go down in the description, check out all the links I got for you guys. I got links to my partners like Nichols, G-Rod, Beast Coast. All those links will be down there. You guys will be able to see them and go check out some of those products. But as always, you guys are sweet. Thanks for watching.
Somebody stole all our lunches.
Who would steal 30 bag lunches?
I'll tell you who took those lunches. That damn Sasquatch.